Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Christine and I make all sorts of videos, lifestyle, fitness, you name it. Today specifically, I'm going to be talking about my fruit juice, smoothie, ice cream, detox diet that I did this week. If you want to know what in the world that is and what it did to my body, more importantly, make sure you stick around. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my video. I really appreciate it. If you want to follow along my journey, I would love for you to subscribe and leave a comment of your name and where you're from and maybe a little bit about your journey. Today, I want to jump right into what I did this previous week, which was my juice smoothie detox. I know it's kind of confusing because I've made sort of the smoothie detox or juicing detox my own. There's lots of different benefits that you can Google and watch many videos on, but it's just something that I've adapted on my own specifically. And what I did is Monday through Wednesday, so 3 days, for 3 days, I did a juice, smoothie, basically a liquid diet only, aside from the ice cream, which is my creamies, which I can talk about a little bit more in my other videos. And then I did 2 days of the OMAD, which was 1 meal a day, plus the smoothies for the other meals. And then today I started my 2 meals a day with a smoothie as the third meal, just keeping an eye of the calorie deficit specifically. So my overall goal for this was to be, first of all, a detox of sugars and refined foods, trying to stay away from processed things, but also my appetite regulation. I tend to be like a volume eater and emotionally eat, and so that's something that I've struggled with, is always feeling hungry. And so I was kind of just trying to regulate that and strengthen my hunger cues. So I think with the smoothie specifically, I wanted to not do a traditional juice diet because that takes a lot of the calorie intake and you're not actually supposed to do a lot of physical activity. And if you had seen my previous videos, for many reasons, especially my hormone reasons, I want to keep up my 2 miles to 2 hour workout a day. And so doing that with a very big calorie deficit and just a juice diet was not going to work out. And so I incorporated keeping all the nutrition, keeping a good amount of calories into the smaller volume of a smoothie or one of my creamies. I put in my collagen, my vitamins, my protein. I made it all into those smoothies for those 3 days, and that's all I had. And then the other days were basically the same thing, except instead of having a smoothie or a creamy or a juice, I was having 1 meal a day for 2 days, and then the last day, which is today actually, I replaced another meal, and I'm only down to having 1 smoothie a day. So that's basically what I did. I think I covered everything, all the details about it super quickly. Did not intend that. If you have any questions for me to explain further, I'd be more than happy to do that. But that's basically the gist of what went on this past week. I tried to keep up my activity. I think I went to the gym maybe 2 or 3 times and just went on regular walks or home workouts the other times, just trying to keep up that steps or amount of time that I was working out. Going right into the results, which I know most of you are probably waiting for, I'm still not quite ready to get on the scale. You may or may not know that just I have a very specific relationship with my scale. I think it's very important, but not when you're not in the right mindset for it, because it's not all about the number. I think we're sliding 1 second. Sorry, we were sliding a bit there. I'm not using my scale at the very moment. I believe for my next video, that will be my initial weigh-in that I will have if I feel like I'm mentally ready for that. But for now, I'm not working with the scale, and so I just want to go over some non-scale pros and cons that I saw throughout this week. The one and only con, or I guess it's 2, depending on how you look at it, would be that I found that I was a little bit more irritable and anxious. However, there's not a lot that I could say that is for sure because of the diet, because I have so much going on right now that there's a good chance that because I am, packing, doing projects, getting ready to move, there's just a lot going on. Plus all of the stuff that has happened the past 2 months is still, lingering, and we're still, grieving through that. So there's a good chance that that's mainly what the deal is and not so much my diet, but I figured I'd mention it just in case. The other 2 are actually pros, which I'm really excited about. One has, I believe, accumulated over the past month or so about what I've been doing as far as my activity goes. And I realized that through my walk, my heart rate has actually decreased, which I think that's a good thing. I know it's not your blood pressure, but I was finding that my heart rate, like all the time, my resting heart rate was in the high 80s and 90s. And for my workouts would go really, really high. My heart rate would just go super high if I was doing any amount of activity. And now it was in a better range. So I'll make sure that I add what I'm talking about here. So I thought that was really cool that my body is starting to get used to being more active, and perhaps that I can increase it more going forward. And then the last victory, which I guess it will be more personal for now because I can't prove it to you guys, but my jeans, I know I haven't done a video of when I first got this pair of jeans. I had gone up to a tight size 20, and these jeans, like, I was excited to get them because I was like, Christine, you know, just get jeans that fit you. Don't even worry about the number right now. You went through a lot. Just get jeans that fit you. So I went, because I had gone down to like a 14, 16, but I went ahead and I was like, just get the 20s. They'll be nice. They'll loose and fit, but they weren't. And they weren't the same exact brand that I've been working with. They were snug. They were tight. They were uncomfortable. Even going out to eat with them, I had to unbutton them because it was uncomfortable. And then I tried them on recently, and I'll insert the clip here. Again, I know it's not going to look like a lot, but these zipped so much better. I used to have to do a little dance to get them on, and they fit well. There's a little bit of space, and they're not tight. So they're fitting really well, not uncomfortable at all, slightly loose. I would say they fit. They fit how I would want jeans to fit, so that, you know, should I eat or get a little bloated here and there, they're still comfortable. So I was really excited about that. And just overall, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling that I have a lot more energy. I'm waking up in the morning easier. I'm sleeping better. Those, I guess I could have just put as legitimate pros, but just things that I'm noticing. And so I'm really excited. I feel like I'm really in it right now. And so I really hope that I can have the same positive results going into next week. Speaking of which, I basically plan to do the same thing as what I've ended on this previous week. So I'm going to have my 2 meals a day, which is going to be breakfast and lunch. I will do a meal replacement for dinner, which will either be a smoothie or a creamy or a juice. The juices specifically, since they are lower calorie, I'd like to save for those like, oh, I'm still so hungry moments. So that's kind of what I'm saving those for. And I'm doing the protein smoothies, creamies for that meal replacement. So I'm doing that. I want to continue. I want to increase my exercise a little bit, actually. So even if I've hit my 2 miles, I'd like to make sure I'm making it to a full hour and a half of activity. Whether or not that's split up or not, that's my goal for this week, is to meet 90 minutes of activity. And hopefully that will continue to increase my hormones that I'm hoping to raise. And if you'd like me to talk more about my hormones and what I'm doing specifically about my regular hormones, my pregnancy hormones, I'm not pregnant right now, but we can get into that in another video. But just regulating all that should be, and getting that through my exercise specifically. So I hope that you guys are doing well through your weeks and your journeys. I'm excited to go on this next week together and enter into, well, we haven't entered March. Not yet. I don't think we're in March yet, but towards the end we're ending towards February. So anyway, I will see you in my next video, guys. Have a good one.